Hey guys, it's Jonesy here, Custom Kids Cars Garage, and we've got this little Eleanor that we built on the dyno here, and it just dawned on me that I should do a video on how to charge a battery in your kids' ride-on. On the Facebook Modified Power Wheels page, tons of people keep asking about batteries. My battery's bad, or what's the best way to do it? Well, here's the spiel. I'm going to just go over this step by step. Now, this particular model has a 12 volt 12 amp hour battery, and it has a built-in charge port here. Now, we used our very expensive, it's like $100 Optima Charger. It's saying that the battery is 100% charged. You see that up at the top? Its currently resting voltage is 13 volts. Brand new battery, 13.2 volts, is a topped off sealed lead acid battery. Actually, after about 10 charge cycles, this will probably go up to the 13.2. It's kind of got to get broke in. And here is the stock charger that comes with it. This is only a 8 milliamp, so it's only a 0.8 amp. It's a pretty slow charger. The formula for sealed lead acid battery charging is 20% of its capacity. So this battery that's in here could actually charge safely for maximum life at 2.4 volts. So that's 12 amps of capacity at 20% of it is 2.4. So what we're going to do is verified 100% battery charged. I have a voltmeter here that I clipped onto the battery. It's verifying it's at 13.02 if you want to be really anal. So we have a powered up battery charger. I'm sorry, yeah, the stock battery charger. We're going to plug in and you're going to watch what happens. This is a dummy charger. Are you guys ready for it? The anticipation's killing you. All right, so you plug it in and look at that. It is putting volts into this battery. Now, it's already charged. This little guy is a transformer-based battery charger. It basically puts out a constant voltage, and it does not have any capacity to say this battery is charged, I'm going to stop putting voltage into it. It's going to rapidly damage this battery, especially if you're like me and you plug a unit in and you forget about it. This right here is very smart, and it tells you, oh, it's at capacity, I'm going to stop outputting volts. That's not the case. So I just want to explain to you guys that you really should pitch these things and upgrade to a aftermarket charger. You don't have to buy anything like this. I specifically bought this because the manufacturer states that it can charge like a 12 volt battery that's way down like 5 or 6 volts, and it goes through all these charge cycles and it can bring a dead battery back. And in my business, I need to, you know, make things last, and if I can rejuvenate one or desulfate it, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug this because I don't need to damage the battery. And I actually went through my bins and I set out some of the chargers I got. I'm actually kind of embarrassed because I might be a battery charge addict. So let's just go over them. These are not battery reviews, but my recommendation for you guys is if you have kids and you're into RCs, you're going to want to go over to this table. These are all like remote control or hobby grade chargers. All these will charge lead acid batteries, lithium ion, lithium polymer, nickel metal hydride, nickel whatever, nickel cadmium, that's the other one. Now, if you guys are just like living in a subdivision and you might have a lawn tractor, you're probably going to go with something like this Schumacher XCS 15. This is one of my favorite chargers. Now, if you have a 6 volt ride-on, it will charge this, but it's not recommended because this charges at a 3 amp rate. if it would focus. 3 amp, that's way too much for those little 6-volt, 7.5 hour batteries. That's where you'd want to get one of these cheaper RC battery chargers that you can actually vary. And you know what? I should put a video of me plugging one in. I'm going to do that. I'm going to add that to this. Okay, so here is the RC battery charger version. And what we did is we took the RC battery charger, and it comes with these banana plug-ins on the side for your negative and positive. And all we did was we matched it up with a 2.1 millimeter, I call these barrel connectors, and we soldered it onto the banana connector. Now, I want to explain this, that sometimes you guys can get these battery chargers from like Monster Scooter Parts or even Amazon, or what's another one? TNC scooters. Now, we've had problems where these actually need to sense voltage. So what that means is when you plug this into the wall and you plug your barrel connector into the unit, it won't charge it. And why? It's this little guy right here. It's hard to tell because it's shrink wrapped, but this thing right here is actually what's called a diode. And a diode will only allow voltage in and not out. It's a super easy fix. Big Toys Green Country, almost all of theirs have that. And all you need to do is cut the wire and resolder it onto the negative lead of the battery charge port. Simple fix. Why do they put it? It's a little bit of a safety feature, because if somebody took a coin or something, a key, and put it in there, it would arc and it would actually short circuit, and you know, it could get burned or hurt or whatever. So you got to keep that in mind, but that's what diodes do. They allow voltage one way and not the other. So that's a pro tech tip right there. So not that you guys have this exact model, because every unit is different. So we just unplugged our Schumacher, and it's still, voltage is still dropping down. But I wanted to go through and show you guys an RC option. Hopefully this will show on the screen. But this will do lithium polymer. It'll do nickel metal hydride, nickel cadmium, and PB. That's what you guys are looking for. That's lead acid. So we're going to hit that. We're going to select that. And nope, it won't read on the LCD for some reason. I don't know what the deal is with the screen. But this is the cool part, guys. So you hit start and it blinks over here. That's the amps that you can put into it. We can tweak that. Hopefully it shows up. So this particular brand of charger, I can go all the way up to a 5 amp. That's way too much for this size of a battery. So we're going to back that off to the ideal 2.4 amps. We're going to hit start to select that. This is what sells that RC charger, guys. You can actually do, I'm going to show you guys. So this one will do up to 20 volts, which there isn't a 20 volt sealed lead acid battery. But you can do 18 volt battery, which is 12 volt and 6 volt in series. You can do your stock 12 volt, or you can do your 6 volt battery system. So if you guys got those little teeny type single seat 6 volters, this is the best $40 I think you're gonna ever spend. So we're gonna go back up to 12 volts at 2.4 amps, and we're gonna hold down start. And it's checking the battery, and it's pumping in some volts, and you're gonna see that rise back up. We're making this battery work hard today. So in a matter of probably minutes, this will sense that this battery is already topped off, and it'll chime at you. So if you guys have kids that are going to get into RCs, there it is. So it's sensed that this battery's already full, and instead of damaging it like the stock one would, because if we plug the stock charger in right now, it would continue to be pumping volts into it. So that's why I wanted to show you guys the two options, RC or the Schumacher is a great option, guys. So check them both out. Okay guys, so if you have a new ride-on and you want to get the most runtime out of it, pitch that junky stock battery charger like we do here. These are all stock chargers. Pitch them. If you guys have kids that you think are going to get into RCs, this is the table for you. These are RC grade battery chargers. This table over here is more or less just battery trickle chargers, maintainers. This one right here is great. We used this when we got brand new batteries. The negatives is it only charges 12 volt batteries, and it doesn't give you like the depth of discharge, like the percentage. This little guy right here is like 25 bucks. You can get these at Walmart or wherever. I like it because it gives a little readout here of what percentage the battery's at. This is probably where I would steer you guys. This is a Schumacher, which makes all of these automotive ones, but it's specifically for ride-ons. It's called the Charge and Ride. Check out the link, I'll put it in the description. And this does 6 volt and 12 volts. Now it comes with these 3 plugs right here, but what we do, you can easily, readily available, let me find the end here. This has got like a quick disconnect here, like a trailer disconnect, and you can put these alligator clips and charge basically any battery that you have. So you'd put red to red, black to black on that battery and it would charge it up. Okay, so literally right in the middle of the video, I did not want to misspeak and say that this shuts off current. I'm going to assume that this cuts off current. So what I did is I unplugged the Optima and I plugged in the Charge and Ride. Now we knew that it was already at 100%, and you can see it's cranking some volts into it, 14.79, 14.8. I'll continue on with the video and then I'll come back because this guy definitely should have the green light come on, and it might just take a few minutes. You can see that it's going through its little paces here. Flashing should be 80%. Well, it's not doing any of that. So let's give it a few minutes and then we'll come back to that. Okay, so I talked about the Optima Charger. I love it because it will charge at a really low rate. So if you've got a battery that you guys left out in the shed and you didn't charge it over winter and it's basically dead. So this one right here, it charges up to 3 amps, but it gives it a whole bunch of different, it goes through a cycle where when it's starting to get full, it really cuts down the amps that it's putting into it. So it's not really the greatest for a quick charge because it does it safely, but at a lower rate. This one's great. It's more for automotive, small tractors, but I do use this on like a 12 amp hour and an 18 amp hour battery. So if you guys are looking for more runtime and you've gotten the bigger batteries and you put it into your ride-ons, this would be a great charger for you. Love it. This one right here I just happen to have. So this is more of a heavy duty 3 amp and a 12 amp, like starting one. This we've had really good luck with these Eco Power chargers. I don't see them on Amazon anymore, but you can probably still find them. What we like is just get a name brand. I'm not going to give any specific ones because there's a lot of choices out there, but we like these, but they're a little bit tricky because it's got a dial. Don't really recommend that. The iMax B6 is a pretty good charger. The Onyx is pretty good too. It will do, boy, I don't see lead acid. Lead acid will tell you if it's on there, is listed in PB. This one might not do it. These are 4-port chargers we do when we go to the RCs. And these are our big boys. These are for our crazy builds like 6S LiPo and stuff like that. That's for these big juicy guys right there. But yeah, let's go and check out that battery charger. See, now it's still cranking in volts. Oh, right there. Look at that. Right on camera. Bam! So, it's saying that it's green, and watch the voltage. See how it's dropping down? So it probably had to go through its little algorithm. There's circuit boards in here. So yeah, it is a fully charged battery, and it's going to go down to its resting voltage, which will probably be 13.2. So that's perfect to know that I just verified that this will cut voltage. That is a smart charger. That is a Best Buy right there, guys. That will make your battery last at its maximum capacity. The other thing that you don't want to do is let the kids drive it until it just barely moves, like lead-acid batteries, they like to be discharged slow. They like to be recharged slow. So if you're hammering it on the hills and the tall grass and you drain that battery, that's going to be hard on those cells. I think that's probably a pretty good place to end this video because I tend to be long-winded. But guys, if you like this channel and this video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned because we're going to be doing way more how-to videos, and they're not the hack ones. We've been doing this for a lot of years, and we know the best practices. So, thanks for watching, guys.